a complete guide to the well-known family in pictures. The Roloffs. Hi everyone. Thank you for returning to my channel. Please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel for the most recent news updates. Roloff. Amy 1 out of 6 after she and Matt got divorced. The Michigan native moved on with Chris Marek. August 2021 saw the couple get married. Courtesy of Instagram/Amy Roloff. Amy and Matt Roloff are now proud grandparents after welcoming 4 children prior to their 2016 divorce. 3 years after the TLC star's September 1987 wedding, their twin sons, Zach and Jeremy, were born. In 1993, their daughter Molly arrived, and in 1997, their son Jacob. In 2006, Amy and Matt made their television debuts in the TLC series Little People, Big World, which chronicled the lives of their family members. In 2014, Jacob made the decision to quit the program, and 4 years later, his brother Jeremy and wife Audrey Roloff also left. In January 2021, the couple, who was married in September 2014, revealed exclusively to Us Weekly that they were done with reality TV. Audrey and Jeremy said at the time, "Coming back to reality TV kind of feels like a step into history at this point. We are so thankful for the opportunity that the family show gave us, but being able to harness that energy and do what we're doing now gives us so much more life purpose and passion." For a closer look at the well-known family, continue scrolling. All about Jackson, Lila, and Josiah in Zach Roloff's 3 children. Tori Roloff's Instagram photo shows Zach and Tori Roloff with their children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. With his 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, Zach Roloff is a proud father. In July 2015, the Little People, Big World star married Tori Roloff, with whom he has 2 sons and a daughter. In addition to their on-screen romance, the pair has celebrated life milestones with their kids. Jackson Kyle, Zach and Tori's first child, was born in 2017, and Lila Ray, their second, was born in 2019. Josiah Luke, the couple's 3rd child, was born in 2022, about the time Lila began speaking. Zach talked openly about parenthood on a 2020 episode of the popular TLC show. Tori asked her husband whether he would mind taking care of the kids by himself before they left for a spa day with their friends. In addition to supporting his wife, Zach explained the value of spending time with his children. "Babysitting is not what it is. You are the father." In his words, "Moms bring something special to the table, so do dads. Take some responsibility," he advised. All 3 of the couple's children were born with achondroplasia, the most prevalent type of short-limbed dwarfism, just like Zach. Tori, who is not affected by the condition, talked candidly about their children's dwarfism in a 2021 Instagram story Q&A. When asked whether she wishes she could raise a child without dwarfism, Tori replied, "Absolutely not. I'm obsessed with the 3 kids God gave me, and I'd have it no other way." Here is everything you need to know about Zach Roloff's children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, including their sibling bond and favorite family pastimes. On May 12, 2017, Jackson, the eldest child of Zach and Tori, was born. Mom and baby are doing fantastic, and Jackson has already mastered cuddling with mom and gripping daddy's fingers. In their birth announcement, Zach stated, "He is adorable, and Tori and I are loving being parents." Zach talked to people about his son's dwarfism shortly after Jackson was born, stating that he would do anything for him. At the time, he stated, "You need to support a dwarf child a bit more because it will take them 5 steps to accomplish what others can do in 2. However, I was aware that I would raise my child with the belief that not everyone receives a trophy, whether or not they had a dwarf. You must earn it." Jackson had surgery in 2021 to fix the bending in his legs. This child never ceases to amaze us. He exuded confidence and courage. After her son's surgery, Tori posted on Instagram, "He made its Roloff 07 and I'm so proud," as he talked with the doctors and nurses and was wheeled away without worry. Zach is a soccer coach in addition to being the star of the TLC series, so it's no surprise that Jackson has already developed an interest in the game. "I love playing soccer with my daddy," Jackson admitted in a 2022 reality TV confessional. He went on to say that scoring goals is his favorite aspect of playing soccer. They were preparing for Jackson's debut at a Little People of America, LPA, convention in Washington, Zach added. Jackson will participate in the Dwarves Athletic Association of America soccer tournament for the first time, he stated. Tori wrote in an Instagram post commemorating one of Jackson's 2023 soccer matches that their son was starting to become aware of his dwarfism and that his classmates were inquiring as to why he was so small. I pray you see your differences and use them to change the world. You are different, kid. Different than any kid I've ever met. You are one of a kind, and I am so stinking proud to be your mom. Tori captioned the photo, saying, I want him to know he's different, but maybe not in the way he thinks he is. Lila Ray Roloff, age 5 Lila, Zach and Tori's only daughter and middle child, was born on November 19, 2019. At the time, Tori told People, Zach and I are thrilled to present to you our adorable baby girl Lila. She has been the ideal addition to our family. The ecstatic parents disclosed that their daughter, who was 2 years old at the time, had begun speaking in a 2022 edition of Little People, Big World. Zach said that Lila only says that stuff when we ask her, while Tori said, there's Mama, Dada, Jackson, Lila, dog. The parents also provided an update on Lila's health, stating that their daughter has strabismus, a disease in which the eyes point in different directions, in addition to having achondroplasia at birth. Tori talked on Zach's strong relationship with his only daughter in 2022. One night when Lila was having problems falling asleep, her father intervened to comfort her. Tori took a nice picture of the father and daughter, showing them both soundly asleep next to each other. On her Instagram story, Tori gushed about her husband, saying, Daddy just laid down with her and never got back up. He is the best parent ever. The mother of 3 commented, You are so special to our family, in a series of adorable pictures that Tori shared on Instagram to commemorate Lila's 4th birthday in November 2023. You are funny, kind, and affectionate. Both your big sister and tiny sister are the finest. Your confidence and independence have grown so much this year. Lila will have surgery at the end of the month, the couple revealed on an episode of their podcast Raising Heights with Zach and Tori in May 2024. Tori acknowledged that she was concerned that Lila would have a difficult time coming out of anesthesia, just as her older brother Jackson had experienced when he had surgery in the past. I'm a little anxious about them taking out Lila's tonsils and adenoids because she has terrible sleep apnea, she said. Roloff, Josiah Luke, 3 on April 30th, 2022, Zach and Tori welcomed Josiah, their youngest child. Following the arrival of Josiah, the couple anticipated some sibling rivalry. But Tori was pleased to confirm that Jackson and Lila embraced their little brother. Regarding her elder children's response to their new baby brother, Tori told People, We were bracing ourselves for moments of jealousy or for things to kind of go awry every once in a while, but they literally haven't. It has been a lot of fun to watch them both be so kind and devoted to Josiah. According to Tori, the elder children helped out with their younger brother, who was born 3 weeks early. They are slightly obsessed with him, and it's adorable, she stated. They both take turns giving him the bottle and want to bring him blankies and binkies because they are really worried about where he is and what he is doing. The pair was shocked to see how similar Josiah and Jackson were at the same age a few months after he was born. I'm pretty sure I birthed the same child twice, Tori joked as she shared pictures of her 2 boys, highlighting their identical blue eyes and facial traits. In an Instagram tribute post, Tori enumerated some of Josiah's accomplishments when he celebrated his 1st birthday in April 2023. You're the sweetest person ever. She captioned the photo saying, You are always so joyful and adore seeing your family. You are on the go and ready for any adventure. You enjoy eating and taking baths, and I adore your sibling obsession. Over the past year, I have enjoyed getting to love on you. A Western-themed birthday party they called Josiah's First Rodeo was part of their festivities. Tori shared a video of the toddler laughing while eating a birthday cake with a cow print on it on Instagram. Audrey, star of Little People, Big World, shares an extremely rare photo with all of the Roloff grandchildren. The public rarely sees Matt and Amy Roloff's adult children and grandchildren together, as viewers of TLC's Little People, Big World are aware. due to a rift in the family that has developed in recent years. However, their daughter-in-law, Audrey, recently shared an extremely rare picture of all of the Roloff grandchildren. Jeremy, Zach's twin brother, and his wife Audrey have 4 children together: Ember, 7, Bode, 4, and Rattle. To refresh your memory, Zach and his wife Tori have 3 children: Jackson, 7, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 2. Matt and Amy's daughter, Molly, is married to Joel Silvius, but the couple has not made any public announcements about their children. Meanwhile, their younger brother, Jacob, and his wife, Isabel, have a son, Mateo, who turns 3 on December 4th. Mirabella, 6 months. Audrey posted pictures of their Thanksgiving celebrations. Every year, the Ben Rector song becomes more meaningful to her. As I age, I realize that life is fleeting and bittersweet, she said as the caption for her post. Happy Thanksgiving from our family to yours. I am so grateful for you, she wrote. The majority of the photos included her and Jeremy's relatives. The featured image features Audrey and Jeremy in their living room with all 4 of their kids, posing in front of a Christmas tree while wearing festive attire. Other photos showed them preparing a pie, posing in front of a fruit tray shaped like a turkey, and generally enjoying the holiday. A unique look at all of the Roloff grandchildren was captured in one picture. Mateo's face was covered with a white heart emoji to honor his parents' desires for privacy. Josiah, Lila, and Mateo all affectionately sat on a couch together while cheesing for the camera. Audrey posted a video of Lila and her infant cousin Mirabella crawling on the ground in a different portion. Additional information from Cafe Mom. Audrey Roloff discusses her marriage issues with Jeremy. People in the comments were captivated by the unexpected image. The extremely uncommon picture of the Roloff cousins was so difficult for LPBW fans to handle in the comments. This thrills my heart. All the cousins together. Happy Thanksgiving, commented one Instagram user. While another fan added, good to see the young Roloff family together. There's love and togetherness. Another fan said, love seeing Zach and fam are in the mix. Nice to see all the cousins together. Wish you could get a sibling pic too. It's been a while since we have seen one with you all together, posted another Instagram user. Finally, all the cousins together. I'm so happy it's Roloff 07 Jeff Peace and got their kiddos together, exclaimed another admirer. Adam Mitroloff must be so happy. Amy disclosed that she served a dinner at her house on Thanksgiving. Although it's unclear if her ex-boyfriend Matt and his fiancée Karen Chandler were present, Amy revealed in a video on her Instagram grid that she and her husband, Chris Marek, hosted Thanksgiving at their house this year. She did mention that most of my kids and grandkids will be here, which is probably where the grandchild photo was taken. Tori and Zach Roloff of Little People, Big World described their son Jackson's scary accident that sent him to the emergency room. On a recent edition of their podcast, Raising Heights, the Little People, Big World actors told a story about their 7-year-old son Jackson's freak, dumb accident that parents everywhere can relate to. Fans are always eager to hear more about Zach and Tori Roloff's family. According to Tori, she had just returned home after a trip to Disneyland with pals when the catastrophe occurred. I came home. I was home for maybe an hour. We had just eaten dinner. And we were having so much fun, just catching up. The kids were playing soccer with Zach, she said. The family was apparently playing in their home's entrance, which Tori said was very spacious and had tons of room to play. So, what transpired next was unexpected. Yes, we were having a terrific time playing soccer, Zach remarked. Lila's turned into quite the little soccer player, but then Jackson slipped on the rug. He went a little too hard trying to save the ball and slammed right into the arm of one of our chairs, said Tori. She said, I've never thought of those chairs. I've always thought of the hearth, and they're going to hit their head on the coffee table or the hearth. And like the chairs that are in our entryway, they're pretty cushioned. I never once thought these chairs would ever be an issue, but those have always been my scary don't play around those things. The exposed wood on one of the chairs, which Jackson unluckily managed to strike, split open the back of his head. Bad, 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 Zach remarked, adding that Tori responded brilliantly. particularly considering that she had previously had a problem of becoming anxious when the children were harmed. She expresses so much concern and anxiety and fear onto our kids when they get hurt. She'll gasp and it makes her feelings the dominant feelings and the kids are looking right at her, so then they proceed to cry, get scared, whatever else, Zach said. You know, it's all about how you're projecting yourself to your kids in that scenario, he continued, adding that she had become much more adept at remaining composed. The child's sentiments and what emotions you should depict to them in that circumstance are more important than your feelings and how you show them, in my opinion. It also helps the youngster remain composed. I think you nearly lost it last night, Tori interrupted. Zach clarified, I did not panic. I saw a lot of blood coming out, saying that his attention was on solutions and getting Jackson into the restroom away from his brothers, Lila and Josiah. After that, the mother of 3 rushed Jackson, who never cries, to urgent care. The young child was remarkably tough during the trauma, but at some point he broke down. It wasn't until they put the staples in that he cried, and I cried because I just can't handle watching him be in pain, said Tori. After that, they had to go get ice cream, of course, Zach jokingly said. Obviously, I had to get him Dairy Queen on the way home, and he was fine after that, Tori said. I would just like to point out that 0 children went to the urgent care when you were gone, Zach said. Regarding the potential of homeschooling their 3 children, Zach and Tori Roloff on the Thursday, May 30th, episode of their podcast, Raising Heights, the former Little People, Big World stars talked about the potential for taking education into their own hands. To a fan who inquired as to whether Tori, 33, had thought of removing their children, Jackson, 7, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 2, from the conventional public school system, Tori responded, take each year as it comes. I feel like every child is different. Every year is different. I like what it does for our kids, Zach, 34, continued. Although some parents may find it intimidating to combine their parental and educational responsibilities, Tori, a kindergarten teacher before becoming a stay-at-home mother, would probably walk into that role with ease. However, the reality star said, never say never, when asked if she would ever teach again before describing her reasons for being afraid to do so. She stated that she currently has the best of both worlds as a stay-at-home mom and is able to volunteer and sub at my kids' school, which is awesome. I think in today's climate, no, I would not go back to public school at least, she said. It was difficult. It's hard when you're constantly testing. They're 5 years old. She continued, referring to the demands of education generally. I just wanted them to be good people now that I'm a mom and have my kids. I want them to show up to school, learn how to be in a social situation, and I don't want to test them every other day. That was very difficult for me. Tori was working on the Roloff family farm, which was owned and operated by Zach's parents, Amy and Zach Roloff, when she first met Zach in 2010. Although they kept their relationship completely platonic at first, their love for one another soon became evident. This coworker of ours was so insistent that Zach talk to me, but he was too nervous, so nothing really came about. We were both too shy to really approach one another, but we had both told a fellow coworker we thought the other was cute. Tori recalled to the Knot in 2014. But about 3 or 4 months later, Zach finally got the courage to call me. We went out to a movie and have been seeing each other ever since. Before delivering a daughter, Lila, in November 2019 and a son, Josiah, in May 2022, the couple married in 2015 and received their firstborn son, Jackson, in May 2017. Zach, who starred in all 25 seasons of the TLC series, and Tori, who joined in season 10, announced in February that they would be leaving Little People, Big World after season 25. In a YouTube video at the time, Zach stated, "We've made it pretty clear that we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons. This last cycle was rough, and we were done with it. We've moved on. They haven't asked us back technically, because we've made that pretty clear."